Hi, good morning to all. First of all, I would like to apologize since I am not able to attend our meeting for today. So as I have mentioned in our GC, so I have an important errands to attend concerning my uh, graduation or upcoming graduation. So to compensate with that, so I have decided to record a video lecture for you to watch during our time. So I will also give some tasks or activities for you to accomplish in a span of this video lecture. So again, good morning class. So we already discussed some definition of what is really art. So we discussed that art is the manifestation or use of the various creative disciplines. So we discussed that art doesn't only focus on one discipline or one art forms. So it has many disciplines. So it is produced by human creativity and skill to express oneself. It comes in many forms or disciplines such as literature and media arts, but the most familiar of which is the visual and performing arts. So, types of arts. So, the first one will be visual arts. So, as the name suggests, visual. So, we use the sense of sight. So, this is a type of arts that uh, are appreciated primarily through sight. So this kind of art or types of art were just appreciated through sight. Or you are just looking into that particular art. So nothing else, you just looking on that particular art. So they have many disciplines in visual arts. So we have fine arts, decorative arts, and contemporary art forms. So discipline of visual arts. So first we will discuss what is fine arts. Fine arts are the artworks we readily associate with art. The term fine arts was first used to describe art forms created primarily for its appearance rather than its practical use. So as the people thought of immediately thought of art, so fine arts is an art that just is an art that created primarily to be appreciated or to be looked at. So nothing else. So it cannot be um, function as another thing. So fine arts is just an art to be looked at. So uh, if you went to our national museum in fine arts in Manila, we can see that the arts there is just art that we usually take pictures to observe and nothing else. So we cannot touch the art. So we just simply look the art. So we just simply appreciate by its appearance. So as time passed, this term was used to include artworks that came about from emerging technology and artistic innovation. So this fine arts is um, slowly changing through the emergence of technology. So the following are the most common example of fine arts. First, the drawing, painting, sculpture, print, graphic art, calligraphy, and architecture. So the first one, the drawing. So this is the most traditional or this is the most famous one in fine art. So drawing, the primarily linear rendition of objects in the visible world, as well as concepts, thoughts, attitudes, emotions, and fantasies given visual form of symbols and even of abstract form. So drawing is usually created through the use of pencil or any pen. So that is the most famous and the most usual, the most common types of fine art. The art that were used by that were created using by pen. The next one will be painting. So it is a picture created by putting paint on the surface or the activity or skill of creating pictures by using paint. So We have a lot of types of paint. So we have acrylic, we have watercolor, so we also have uh uh what do you call this? We also have oil painting. So painting just simply means that we use painting or we use paint and brush in creating an art. So unlike drawing, it is commonly created through pencil. And painting is usually created through the use of paintbrush and types of paint. Then the next one will be sculpture. So it is an artistic form in which hard or plastic materials are worked into three-dimensional art objects. The designs may be embodied in freestanding objects, in reliefs on surfaces, or environments ranging from tableau to contexts that envelop the spectator. So unlike in this particular types of fine arts, sculpture is a three-dimensional art objects and usually created or usually made out of hard materials like plastic, rocks or stones, and marble. So the materials used in the sculpture were also different. So we have a lot of materials that particularly used in sculpture. So we cannot use pen and paintbrush in sculpting since it has a particular materials to be used in sculpting. So it also states that it is freestanding object. So it usually is standing or placed on a placed on a specific surface. So unlike drawing or painting that you can carry at all times, uh, sculpture is an art that is just that you put into a specific place. You cannot carry it in anywhere since it is made out of heavy materials like marbles and stones. So another fine arts is print. So it is reproductions of an artist's original work, which are then printed on paper or other materials using a printing press or other techniques. So one of the main example of this is a wallpaper. So the one that you paste on your wall. So like for example, an anime poster or any poster any artwork poster. So it is just a reproduction or um a copy of a or original work of digital or traditional. So as the name suggests, it was printed. So it is not an art that were directly created by an artist through a pen or paintbrush. So it was printed. Graphic. So graphic is the fine and applied arts of representation, decoration, and writing or printing on flat surfaces, together with the techniques and crafts associated with it. So graphic usually was created or formulated through the use of elements or different shapes as you can see in the example. So it uses different elements or different shapes just like circles and the rectangles and lines. Then the next one will be calligraphy. So it is quite different from other other fine art since it mostly focuses on the letters. So as the definition, it is the practice of writing with a deliberate and artful style, with a consistency across letter forms that is not entirely unlike type. So as I have mentioned, it is a practice of writing. So you write aesthetically. So in calligraphy, you also have a technique to write a specific letter. So again, calligraphy focuses on making a writing of letter more aesthetically and more creative and more artful. Okay, so we discussed uh, six types of fine arts. So as I have mentioned before that we will also have a activity in our video lecture. So for this one, I want you to have a one half crosswise, write your name, your section, and this question number one. So what do you think is the hardest fine arts to master? So we have discussed six uh, fine arts. So what do you think is the hardest fine arts to master? So you can pause the video, then if you're done, just resume the video lecture. Okay, so now we will proceed with another topic. So another discipline of visual arts will be decorative arts. It is also known as decorative crafts, are artworks that are both aesthetically pleasing and functional, while the fine arts primarily concerned with beauty and aesthetics. The decorative arts were not only beautiful but are useful as well. The following are the most common examples of fine arts: textile art, glassware, jewelry, furniture, earthenware, metal craft, and interior design. So unlike fine arts, we talk about that fine arts is usually just visually appealing. So you just look at it and then appreciate it by the look. But in the decorative arts, it is both aesthetically pleasing, but it can be functional as well, or you can use it into a certain type of work. So like for example, the textile art. So the first type of decorative arts will be textile art. So textile art is an art form that uses textile materials such as yarn, string, and fabric. Textile artists use a wide range of techniques to produce their works, including knitting, crochet, weaving, embroidery, knotting, or braiding fabric on natural fibers. So in textile arts, this is an art that uses a textile like cotton. So one of the most famous right now of textile art is the crochet. So many entrepreneur or many people right now were doing crochet and then selling it, since it can be both functional. So it can be worn. So it can be created as a dress or as a cloth, as a hat. So it is still a functional. It is appealing. Then at the same time, it can be function as a clothes. And also it can be also created as a toy as well. Then the next one would be glassware. So it refers to individual works of art that are substantially or wholly made of glass. It ranges in size from the monumental works and installation pieces to wall hangings and windows. The works of art made in studios and factories, including glass jewelry and tableware. So I guess it is quite self-explanatory. So this particular art is made out of glass. So when we see our glass, it is still have a design, since it is part of decorative design. So it function as a glass, and also it has design. So it can be aesthetically pleasing. Jewelry. So jewelry, as the name suggests, art jewelry emphasizes creative expression and design, and is characterized by the use of variety of materials, often commonplace or low economic value. So states that jewelry has a variety of materials. So it is not limited to only gold or diamonds. So we can also have a pearl, um, plastic, uh, silver, as long as it enhance the looks of the people wearing it. So we discussed in culture that jewelry is also form of uh, form of enhancing a beauty of a person way back in pre-colonial Philippines. So it is mostly worn by the leaders of the barangays. Then the next one will be furniture. So furniture refers to movable objects intended to support various human activities such as sitting, eating, and sleeping. Furniture is also used to hold objects at a convenient height for work or to store things. So in the decorative art, the furniture is mostly leaning more on the functional art since furniture is originally created to help people or to support people in their daily lives in at their home. So like for example, the sofa, so it helps people to have a comfort. So the aesthetically pleasing is just part of it of the furniture. So it can be aesthetically pleasing and both functional. But on the side of decorative form, furniture is more leaning onto the functional art forms. For functional art, since most people buy furniture not because of how they look, but how it helps them or how comfortable it is to use that particular furniture. So I hope that is clear. Next one will be earthenware. So earthenware is a type of clay that when fired to make pottery is soft and can be stretched with a knot. So it is a type of pot that is fired or placed into high temperature for it to be hardened. So it can be this particular art is considered decorative art since it can be function as a storage for water. So next one will be metal crafts. Metal crafts is a building industry. This involves shaping metals in a beautiful form to produce amazing and stunning designs. Crafts have recently gained much recognition due to the beautiful and durable craft it makes. The metal can be anything brass, stainless steel, iron, copper, etc. So one of the main example of metal craft is watches. So in the part of in decorative art form, metal craft is um currently metal craft is leaning uh, more on aesthetically pleasing than being functional. So yes, watches are functional, but the more expensive the watch is, the more it become less functional. So if you observe the watches, the more complicated watches like Richard Mille, the Jacob and Co watches, they are more leaning onto the aesthetically pleasing since in the part of functional, you can't really see the time, which is the which is the supposed job of watches. So it is leaning more on aesthetically pleasing since it is just a it is just beautiful. But um you can just really tell the time using that particular watches. So I will give you an example onto our next meeting. What what is that particular brand producing? So the next one will be interior design. So an interior design is responsible for the layout of the internal space in a building or structure. The design impacts of the well-being, safety, and function of the interior performance of a space. So interior design is um mostly being misconceptualized um with architectures. So architecture and interior design were different. So Architecture is more focused on the structure and the uh, overall design of the house. But in the interior design, it is focused more on the inside, on how it will be aesthetically pleasing. And interior design is usually done after the construction of the architecture. So the interior design is usually requested by the family that wants to have aesthetically looks inside their houses. So most of, like for example, most of the Filipino didn't really know about interior design. So most Filipino only um only concern is how comfortable it is inside their home. But interior design or the design of their house is not really the uh, is their concern. So most Filipino just want simple and functional interior for their houses. So for the question number two, what particular art in decorative arts was the most useful and most aesthetically pleasing to your eyes? So as I have mentioned, decorative arts is both useful and both aesthetically pleasing. So what do you think is the most useful and most aesthetically art among all the decorative arts we have discussed? So this particular question should be answered based on you. So we will not have we will not end we will not have any limit in your answer. The next one will be contemporary art forms. So there are new and unusual art forms that could not be easily recognized between the fine arts and decorative arts. This belongs to the branch of visual arts called contemporary art forms. So contemporary art forms include recently conceived art styles and techniques that are not easily categorized with previous mentioned forms, the fine arts and decorative arts. So just to remind you that contemporary art forms is different with um, contemporary art. Contemporary art form is defined as the arts that could not be recognized whether it is fine arts or decorative arts. While the contemporary art is an art that were produced in the present times. Again, contemporary art forms is different from contemporary art. Contemporary art forms were an art that will not be easily recognized if it is fine arts or decorative arts, while contemporary art is an art produced in the present time or today. So this partially include assemblage, collage, installation, performance art, digital art, land art, and conceptual art. So these particular forms, we will discuss it on the next meeting. The assemblage, collage, installation, performance art, digital art, land art, and conceptual art. So right now, just finish the two questions that I have given. The first one will be, what do you think is the hardest fine arts to master? So it depends on you how many sentence it will be. Pero sana wag naman one sentences. So kindly just expound why you answer or expound your answer why your answer is like that. Then the number two would be, what particular art in decorative arts was the most useful and most aesthetically pleasing to your eyes? So again, it depends on you on how many sentences, as long as you expounded or explain your answer completely and properly. So again, this is the types of contemporary art forms: assemblage, collage, installation, performance art, digital art, land art, and conceptual art. So that concludes our meeting for the day. Again, I apologize for not able to attend our meeting. So uh, I will I will compensate na lang for our next meeting. So again, that concludes our meeting. Goodbye, class.